Okay, is this thing on? Okay, yeah, it's on. Alrighty, today we're heading up to an old limestone quarry. And this quarry, this quarry is on private land. I've known the owner for, I'm not even going to tell you. I've known him all my life, and I'm not going to tell you how old I am. But this quarry was, when they had to, oh darn, I can't think of the name. I find a stone and take it home and polish it and hope it shines, and also there's a chicken. They had limestone kilns up here. They were either smelting steel or making lime. You know, and they mined the, they quarried the limestone from, these quarries. And we were kids, we used to play on these things. You know, it was something to do. Whew, been a while since I walked uphill. And we got, wait a minute. May have to stop, take a look here. Oh yeah, this is nice. Let me get the goop off of here. What we have here is, and as you can see, we have trace fossils everywhere. Okay, we have trace fossils in here. We have veins of probably dolomite or quartz. And this whole area, these quarries, the rock that come out of there, would be full of these type of trace fossils. And not just trace fossils, we would have brachiopods, shells, crinoids. Hopefully we might be able to find some. I wasn't going to head up to the quarry that has the coral reef exposed. It looks like we call it the coral reef, but it's actually like, you know, the dead critters. All the dead critters, and there's the bugs. This was kind of nice. Let's move on to the quarry. We're coming up on it. But we called it the coral reef because it was a large section of rock that was completely covered in sponges and all kinds of sea creatures. So now we are coming up on the quarry. Wow, it's changed. Yeah, he told me that it's covered a lot in moss, the stuff where we used to play. I mean, this is what we did. We went back in the woods and we played by the quarries. So here is the quarry. You can see it through the trees there. Now it starts over here and goes way up yonder. And it used to be cow pasture, so all this was not growed up as it is right now. It was pretty well cleaned out. And boy, it is different looking. Looks like the road, oh no, the road going up to it's still there. Right down here is the lime kiln, and we'll probably take a look at that before we go today. But I hope you've got a lot of abrupt lighting here, so that's going to make it a little bit difficult at times to see. Oh yeah, I'm still here's the road that goes up to it. Oh, it's been a while. So here's a little bit better view of the quarry. There's all kinds of good stuff here that we'll be looking at too in this area. And up here is the quarried part. This little bit of a hill here goes like that. We used to get the dirt bikes and ride them up through there. We had 3 or 4 different trails. You had to get the whole way back there and floor it and go to make it up the big one here. Looks like this road's been cut away a little bit since then. And people in their garbage, I tell you. You know, we played here for up until I was 20. And there was not this kind of crap and this kind of crap laying around. We didn't leave that stuff whenever we were kids. I don't know why people do that today. I mean, what? We're back in the goddamn woods. Why you gotta bring a whole trash can full of shit back here and dump it? And the trash can. Good God, people. Then wonder why people post their property. Okay, we're coming up on... Actually, here's a piece of what we called the coral reef. See how this is sticking out of the ground here? It's just basically, it was one of those slabs up there that was here, and they quarried it back from this point way back to there, probably from actually down in there up to here. And wow, I don't know if you can see on the camera, but there's all kinds of funky stuff right in there, which would be great to get to. And yeah, my friend said that the moss had covered up the coral. And he wasn't kidding. Holy mokes. Holy mokes. Ugh. But this giant covered moss thingy was, you would find sometimes sponges about this long sticking out of here. Hopefully we'll be able to find something. It's really pretty now, though. Well, you got the lichens and the mosses that eat away at the limestone. Whenever I say about limestone being around here, this is what I'm talking about. This is the type of limestone that we got here. Let me see if I can adjust the lighting. No, I don't think so. So this place was full of calcite, quartz, dolomite, and you could find it laying on the ground down here. And that's what we're after today. Let's see if we can find some quartz, some dolomite. Basically, we're looking for white rocks, white minerals. And you see this thing, this big slab there. You see there's layers that go straight up like this. Here you can really see. Gotta keep looking out for critters. I don't want to step on one of them hissy ones with the rattles on it. As you can see, there's layers. Layers upon layers upon layers upon layers, and there's a big flat layer right there. I always thought, always come up here and knock on this, hoping it was some kind of door that would open up into some great giant underground adventure. I'm still here, so it never happened. Let's go up and take a gander at how this looks. You can see the structure on this. It's pockmarked. And you look up here. Well, you can't look up there because come on. There we go. That helps. Yeah, that helps. You can see how the layers of limestone are. And you know, as a kid, I was never afraid of that stuff falling down on me, but now I am. So we can take a look here. Pardon me. The weather has my sinuses draining. Let's see if we can find anything interesting. This looks interesting. That's some quartz or dolomite sort of hanging out there doing its thing. Not like cutting grade or anything. This place was always good to find giant. Ooh, here's something. Okay, we've got some structure there. Oh, well, duh. Looky what I found. That's why we got structure there. That's just what we're looking for. Here I am looking at the dirty tops of crystals. Look at all that crystal. Woo-wee. That is great. Gonna have to go into the pack. There's probably more of that land. Oh yeah, look here. Okay, this is either calcite or dolomite. Awesome looking stuff. Yeah, here's some more. I'll be able to look at this better when I get back to the studio. I'm gonna have to set these up somewhere prominently so I can take them with me. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, when I was younger, you know, I could come up here by myself when I was like 8, 10 years old, because it was safer back then. There weren't as many. Oh, there probably were as many freaks out there, but they weren't grabbing us here in the rural areas as much, apparently. Oh, here's some nice structure to look at. Look at that. You've got, there we go. You can really see it there. These veins running through the limestone. The limestone's eating away because of the acidity, but these aren't aciditying away. Holy Moses. What is all of that? All right, took my pack off and pulled this out, and got the brush out. Because what we got here is some super cool, whatever it is, we don't know, but we may find out. It's some kind of stuff on top of the rock. Now let's, oh, look. Oh, wow. I didn't think that bottom was going to look that, oh, this is just super cool here. We have these veins. This is almost certainly dolomite. Well, no, it could be calcite. And you have this white layer on top of this darker gray. Now, let me get the hammer out. Hammer of destiny. Let me chip away at some of this. I can knock a piece of this apart to get an idea of what it looks like. Now here's what it is. What it is, I don't know. But I think we're going to take some of that back. I can knock this off. And we'll take this back to the studio as a sample. Wow, that worked pretty quick. Got that knocked off like that underneath it. Now as you can see, look here. I hope the camera picks it up. Let's see. It's going to focus in on it. No, it's not going to focus. But that's layers of calcite. And we can get the sun to sparkle off of it. There. No, it's still not focusing. Why aren't you focusing? Maybe we need something bigger to focus on. As you can see somewhat in there, the sun's shining on those crystals. And it looks like these are some crystal structures in there. Let's see if I can just... Let's see if I can chip the piece off that way. And what does it look like? It looks like gray rock. Oh, oh wow, looky here. That's pretty awesome looking stuff there. Yeah, almost say it's like sea maggot, but I don't believe. I think this is just your basic. Aha, there's some. This is your basic calcite. I would say it's your basic calcite right there. Put that over here with that one. I'm gonna need a bigger bag, man. See anything good up in that hole? Oh no. All right, I'm gonna work on this piece a little bit more and see what samples. Oh, here, let me. Oh, well, that just came right off. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this stone just a little bit and see what I can get off of here. Okay, I got some samples off that rock after I broke it into pieces. I looked up here and I found this, which is some nice calcite on the outside there. Be almost certain that's calcite. Well, no, I can't say it's for sure it's calcite because I have to do the acid test because we do have dolomite here. But as I was walking up, I saw this thing. And like big brown red sticking out at me. Oh, what in the world is that? And I'm thinking it might be some type of iron oxide, whatever it is on there. But here is a nice hunk. That's a perfect specimen to take back. Look at that. More calcite or dolomite. And these are great. Now that's new. Well, not new, but that's come down. Well, actually, I think that's come down from right up there because that looks pretty fresh. Boom, boom, boom. Yep, that would have come down from there. Probably where this came from. So let's go explore that and hopefully don't get smacked on the head with falling rocks. Oh, balance. Maybe it has exposed something fresh. There's more of these things. Yeah. There's some shiny stuff. That's one thing about the. What in the world is that? Oh, the heavy big rock of rockiness. All right. Grief, I might have to hit that with a hammer. Here's some of that fresh stuff. We got mushrooms. There's a bunch of these brown rocks of browniness sticking through here. Like I said, there's more. Oh, I looked down. I didn't think it was recording. I was like, no, oh my God, no. But that's interesting. I think that's just some of this. That you can see. What in the world? Huh, looky there. Oh, yeah. You hear that? Let me turn the. This is separated from that. Maybe you can see it. Yeah, that's going to come down next. You know, believe it or not, we used to free climb this thing. Up a crack like this, to the top. That's when I was 11. We were idiots. And this isn't the tallest one that we would climb either. Before we even knew why we shouldn't be doing it. But we had fun, and we didn't die. Unless I'm a ghost talking to you from the grave and don't know it. Okay, here's some Pretty gnarlied up rocks. These have been down for quite a long time. Whoa! Fall down and crack myself. Yeah. This poor tree bit the dust. Okay, let me get back down to... Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. Back when I did this darn near every day, it was pretty simple to maneuver. But now I'm old, and my brain keeps saying, why are you doing this? Oh, look at these. There's some... Here I am being primitive Pete, hitting it with a rock when I have a hammer right over there. Okay. Primitive Pete got some real tools. Let me whack on it. There it is. Yep. Look at that. It's shinyite. That's pretty nice. There's a nice sample. That looks like calcite. That's pretty soft. That's probably is calcite. I'd say a good bit of this is calcite. Yep. We'll take those 2 samples. All right, let's go to the other side of the quarry here. See what all we can find, which is probably going to be shiny calcite thingies. Calcite, dolomite, shinyite. You know how it goes. Okay, I'm leaving this edge of the quarry and take another gander way up at the height. Too bad you can't get a real good idea how high this thing is. It's probably about 80 feet, 60, 80 feet. Always looked taller when you were younger. We'll head over to this end. See if there's anything interesting on the way. Let's say it looks like... Oh, there's more veins of dolomite or calcite running through those. There were some indentations there. It looked like fossils for a minute. But it's not. One thing you find with a lot of these cliffs up here in these limestone deposits, the fossils will be in one specific layer. And they won't be in the other ones. It's like a lot of these will be completely devoid of any trace fossils, any brachiopods or anything. Then you find a layer that's just freaking polluted with the buggers. And here's a pile of stones. Now this end, we got more. Oh, that's an interesting looking rock of interestingness. That's a big glob of who knows what. It almost looks like composite rock. Look at that. There is different types of material in there. You get the MBFH, the mobile big freaking hammer. That's what you do. And yes, you've got some serious conglomerate of whatever it is in there. That's going to go in the bag. I don't think I can take the entire thing. Now, let me hit it again. Maybe I can see something interesting in there. It's not very tough. Oh, there's some... Well, this is really cool. You know what? I wonder... No, I was going to say, I wonder if it's rock that got dirt mixed with rock and pebbles inside a crack, and then it metamorphed into rock, but I don't know. Speaking of rocks, there's a big rock, and there's an interesting story to this rock. Okay, this rock, as you can see, it's 2 rocks. Okay, obviously it came from up in there. Okay, I remember when this rock was not here. And most of these trees were not here. But this rock was down here, and it was a whole one solid rock at that time. And somewhere in here, which for some reason it's not there anymore, I think there was a crack. There might have been a crack across there. But a tree started growing out, and it wasn't any bigger than this. And that tree pushed this rock apart completely. Plump. Like I said, I think there was a crack in there, but a tree grew up and split this rock. You know, and like I said, I've been playing here since I was 9 or less. So this has been here for quite some time. Quite some time. On a geological scale, not quite long, but on a people scale, yeah, it's been here for a while. And as I was looking here, we got some more mineral deposits. And it looks like there's going to be maybe a lot of them right in this area. There they go. It's running away. Oh, look at this. Yes, lots of them here. Oh, look at that. You know, and I say to myself, why didn't I gather this stuff up when I was here, when I was younger? And I was, you know, my mind's just saying, why didn't I do that? And I realized, well, because I was here every day. And it's like, oh yeah, there's shiny rocks. And that was about all we thought about it. Because it was just every day. It's like opening up the fridge and there's food. You just take it for granted. Yeah, until you move into your own place and then you realize you got to put the food in there. Look at that. Holy crap. Look at these seams of... These are... Must have been a beautiful seam of calcite up there. I mean, this is all calcite seams. You're going to fill up our calcite quota for the day, that's for sure. Okay, I gathered up some of that nicer looking calcite. Alrighty, so we're going to come over here, and since we can see the veins going up this way here a lot, look how beautiful those are going through there. You can see those layers upon layers upon layers. This, oh, must still be something. Looks like something's still occupying this little section. This cave used to go farther back. Actually, it was out here. And back in the 30s or so, there were wolves. And no matter what they tell you, there were wolves in Pennsylvania. And there were wolves living in here, and they came back and dynamited this section out. But it looks like you've got possibly some sort of critter activity yet. Yeah, I can't see in there very well. A little bit of a hole goes up there, so there may be some tiny critters living in it. We were playing up here one time, had a raccoon come out and chase us off its front porch. So there was activity in there. Look at this. Whoo! That is beautiful. That is a beautiful vein. Calcite. Well, it might be calcite, it might be dolomite. Look at that. That's like 3 fingers wide there. And it goes up in here. Here's some, I'm thinking that's dolomite because of the crystal structure. To be honest, I can't remember for certain how the crystal structure on dolomite goes. That vein runs up here. Trying not to get in my own shadow. It goes up here, goes through there. I wonder if I can knock some of that out. And as stable as that looks, I don't want to try it. There is another vein right here that looks like it might be loose enough for me to get some out if I don't kill myself getting up to it. Yeah, that's kind of loose. There's a nice piece. I might try to get some of that here in a little bit. Get the screwdriver of destiny out. I figured I'd be able to see some nice crystal structure. Oh, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Nice piece of calcite on there. Okay, I went and grabbed the screwdriver of destiny. I was able to dislodge those 2 hunks of dolomite or calcite there. So we've got those. I'll put them right here on this little ledge with the rest of some of these. Don't think that'll come out. Oh, look at that. Beautiful structure. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. You can see there's lots of crystals coming through here. You know, and like right there's some shooting out right there. What in the world is that? It's a root. I'm like, what? No, it's gushy. Ew. Gushy crystals. It's gushy crystals. You're not seeing too many veins or crystals down this way. You see how badly this rock is deteriorated compared to some of the others. Been exposed for a longer time. You know, an acid rain works on limestone. Here we got some crystals in there. And wow, that's really gnarled up from acid rain. You think we'd soon be getting into some fossil area. I think the areas that had the fossils in it were exposed the longest, and they're going to be covered up with the mosses and stuff. Millipedes. That's it. Giant millipedes. I was talking about that before. And this area, there would be giant millipedes all over the place. Beautiful creatures. Some of them were 6 inches long. Let's see if I can get up here and find some more veins, minerals. Wow, look how thick the moss is growing on this. Honestly, there was little to no moss on this back when I was younger, and we were up here all the time. Look at that tree just hanging there, eating away at it. This path has been used. Yeah, there's critters. Critters live here, you know. Like I was saying, I'd give you the location of this place, but it is private ground. And like I said, I have permission to get up here because anymore somebody would come up to a place like this, and in the time we're in, you know, they come up and get hurt, then they sue you. Wow. Not seeing to find too many veins of stuff over here or anything of interest. Oh well. Okay, so I'm back to the excuse me. Sorry. Oh. Sinuses are draining. This time of year it kills me. Not COVID. Not COVID. Actually, I'm allergic to the or I have an allergic reaction type, an allergic style reaction to the mold in leaves. Yeah, ain't that just great? So I thought we'd come up here and take a look at this face. Oh, how the contours of this goes. Take a quick look at this face and see if we can find any sort of fossil impressions in it. Like I said, I don't remember seeing any in these ever before, because I don't think it was the correct layer. See how easy these flake apart. Ugh. Yeah, we could climb this. Yeah, I'd climb right up the side of this. I said we were crazy. Too stupid to know better. Alright, let's go gather up my pack and head on. Okay, one last little thing before we take off. I can't remember if I pointed this out or not. We've got this calcite up alongside of the bottom of the boulder. The 2 boulder that was 1. What is now 2 was 1. Okay, we are now going to say goodbye to the cliff. And we used to call this the White Cliff. This is called the White Cliff. As you can sort of see, it was kind of white. It looked, yeah, it was white. Compared to the other ones, they all had a different color. But this one was the White Cliff. So whenever we'd say, we're going to meet somewhere, it's like, meet me up at the White Cliff. And this is where we go. Now we're going to go see. Wow, I cannot get over how this has grown up. Not grown up as in adult, it's growed up as in growed full of crap. When the cows were here, this was pretty much all this bush was down. Oh, stinking grouse. Wow. Anybody heard that? Whew. Here's a path. Oh, we got something still comes up around this way. Oh yeah, we got deer tracks everywhere. Deer tracks. Okay, if you see this flattened out area, this is the top part of the old kiln. Ooh, something's dead. And here we are looking down on the remains of the kiln. As you can see, let me get over here a little bit.